Recording in progress.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm going to give a couple of seconds here, kind of let everybody join. I do want to wish everybody a happy Friday. Thanks for joining. It is February 27, 11 a.m. here in Virginia, having a rainy day. Hope you guys are having a lovely day at your end. So I'm just going to wait, let everybody kind of take a seat, guys. We have an exciting show for you today. We're going to be showing you how to use our AI no-code platform, turn prompts into apps and websites. So I'm going to be showing you how to create the prompt and then show you what the back end looks like, how to customize using the AI editor, which is one of our newest features that we have added. You can make inline editing using the AI. You just give it, which I'll be showing you here on the live show. Okay. Welcome, guys. I do see people starting to join. So excited about that. So let's go ahead. I think that's enough time. I'm going to go ahead and get started now. Now, regarding the prompt, the best way to create a prompt is just make sure that you will come up with a unique prompt. Make sure you add keywords, references as to what you're trying to build. Okay, an example of this would be, let's say you're trying to create maybe a food delivery app, a taxi app, a church app, online radio. Maybe you're an author of a book and you want to sell online through the app. Whatever the use case, guys, AppyPie has everything for you. We have our large list of different features, just some of the features that we have here. You guys can see some of them here: on-demand delivery, dating apps. On-demand delivery would be something similar to like DoorDash, Uber Eats. We also have e-commerce, food court, religious, anything you're pretty much thinking of, you can build it. And the cool thing about AppyPie is you can either focus on one main category, or you can go ahead and add different features into the app and build one whole app with all the different features. Okay, so let's get into it here. I'm going to go ahead and start typing here. Let's suppose I'm an author and I want to just sell my books online. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a quick prompt here to that. Okay, I am an author. I would like to sell my books online. Oops. I want to have notifications and be user friendly. Okay, just something quick, right to the point. This particular use case, it's one where it's just straightforward selling books online. So that's what I'm telling the AI to go ahead and build for me. So once you have your prompt, you're going to click on build now. Okay. Once you click on build now, it's going to take you to the next screen where it's going to ask you 3 questions. Once you answer those 3 questions, the AI is going to start working on the back end and it's going to start building that app for you. Okay. So here we have the first question. What's the name of your app or business? Okay. So I'm just going to call this my books. Okay. Since I'm selling my books, I'm just going to call this app my books names. Okay. And I'm doing this because I want to show you how to change the name later on. So, if you're not sure of what name to come up with at this point, just type something that comes to your mind. Later on, you'll be able to change that, make all the different edits, customizations that you need. Okay. So go ahead and answer that question. Next question. How do you want to use AppyPie? Is it for work or business? Is it for a personal project? Is it for education? Whatever the case might be, go ahead and select your choice. For mine, I'm just going to select personal project. Next question, how many people work in your organization? Okay, so if this is for a business project, work project, whatever the case might be, you can go ahead and select the number of members in your organization. If it's just for you, just select me. Okay. That's the last question. Once you answer the last question, the AI is going to start working on the background. As you can see here, you can see everything that's going on in the programming, coding, etc., adding all the features that it thinks is relevant to what you have typed in your prompt. So the main keywords I used were book, sell online, notifications, user friendly. Okay. So that's what I have typed in my prompt. And now the AI has built that for me. As you guys can see, that literally took less than 30 seconds to build. Right now, it's going to go ahead and change the screen. And here we have, here's the end result. This is what the AI built for me by just providing that small prompt that I gave it. At this point, you guys will come into the screen and there's a quick little onboarding here. So for those of you who are not familiar with the Appypie platform, you're able to test the app immediately. So right now at this point, if I wanted, I can pull out my phone, open my camera app, scan the QR code, and I'll be able to test the app immediately, whether it's iPhone or Android or a tablet or an iPad. Okay, we support all those devices. Next, you guys can go ahead and start editing, which I'm going to be showing you here shortly how to edit with the AI. Okay, you're just going to select what you want to change, and then you'll be able to type in, tell the AI what you want it to be changed to. Okay. We also have, this will be the box where you give the instructions to the AI, which I'm going to be showing you here live in a second. Okay. And then we have the navigation on the left-hand side. So depending on what you type on the prompt level, it's going to go ahead and start adding the features that it thinks is best for this particular use case. So for me, it added all of these. Okay. And now if I wanted to add more features, I'm able to add them by clicking on this plus sign, and then I can add any of the other features that I showed you guys. We have many different features that you can utilize to build your app. Okay. Awesome. So let's start changing things now. Okay. So at this level, don't get overwhelmed. I know there's a lot of stuff going on the screen here. And we're just showing you this just so you guys can see everything that goes behind what you're building, what's going on. Under user components, you're going to be able to select things. Okay. If you see here, every time I change this, the highlighted things item comes on the screen here. Okay. So this first text will be relevant to this, which is the app title, okay? And things like that, okay? So that's why you'll be able to see here. If you want to add more components, you're able to, okay? So you can add more text. If you want an image holder, heading, any of these particular components, you're able to add and start creating your homepage. So if you're not happy with what the AI has generated, you're more than welcome to start customizing it at this point and uploading your own content, okay? We also have widgets that can be added. Now, widgets would be you can change different, you can select different widgets type of layouts. Again, it just depends on what you're building. So, you have so many different possibilities, so you can pretty much create anything you want using all different functions and features. Okay, so let's get into how to change something using the AI. Okay, that's the fun part. So I left this my books. Okay, when you select this particular title here, you're going to get this little window, edit with AI. You're going to click on that. The prompt is going to open at the bottom. So now let's go ahead and tell the AI to change that name. Okay, so I'm just going to say, please change name to My Divine Books. Okay, just something I thought of. I'm going to go ahead, tell it to change it. There it is, My Divine Books. Okay. Again, anything you want. These are just examples I'm throwing out there, guys. Next, let's say I want to change something, an image. Let's say I want to change this image here. Okay. Now, you're able to change it with the AI and it's gonna generate it for you, or you're gonna be able to upload your own custom image as well. So, you guys are more than welcome to use a combination or however you like. If you are gonna upload your own custom image, then you're just gonna click on this little up arrow, upload your image that you have saved on your computer, and then you're gonna be able to upload that image if you want to use your own custom images. With the AI, you're able to go ahead and just tell it what image you want, and then it will try to go ahead and add that for you. Okay, so let's say we want to change the image to I don't know, a girl holding the world. Okay, because that's what the girl is doing. She's kind of holding some type of crystal balls. So I'm going to change that to her changing the world. Okay, so again, you can be as unique as you want. Or if you're looking for something particular, then obviously you're going to tell it that if this is maybe for, I don't know, cars or food, obviously you're going to go ahead and do an image of that kind that you want. So it just depends on the use case. Once you have the prompt, I'm going to go ahead and tell the AI to change that image for me. It's going to go ahead and start working on the back end. and then it's going to go ahead and change that for me. So exactly what I told it. I didn't write much description. It was a really short prompt. I just said, change the image to a girl holding the world. And that's what it did. And, if I wanted to be more precise, I will go ahead and change it. I want the girl holding, a real like world map, or, the world on her hands, or, whatever description you want to give it, go ahead and give it, and it'll change that image to what you want. Okay. So that's kind of some of the inline editing you guys can do here. Again, almost everything you see on the screen, all you need to do is select it, edit with AI, and then start customizing it. Okay. The same here, text, if you want to come up with, if you want the AI to come up with its own prompts, you can go ahead and also type here, change the description to something else. And then the AI will also help you write that as well. Okay. Couple other things here to note. I know you see a lot of stuff going on here on the right-hand side. This is actually what's going on behind the scenes. So on here, you're going to see the agent or the AI agent. Next, you're going to have properties. So each one of these little boxes here has different properties. So we're giving you total control to pretty much change anything within the home screen here. So you're able to change with property alignments, changing the rotation of this, different actions that you can create, background image, font alignment, text color, everything. You have total control to be able to go ahead and customize it specifically to your needs. It just depends, what you're building and what you need it to be changed to. Okay. So you guys, I would advise to explore this on your own time so that you guys can get familiar with it and start playing with it. Don't get overwhelmed. Like I mentioned, it's pretty straightforward. We're showing a lot of different things here. Maybe to you, this is not relevant. This would be kind of more at an advanced level where you're actually wanted to see, what the code looks like, what the programming looks like. You're able to go ahead and start seeing all of that here. Okay. Here's the code. You can see what the code is for each one of these items. And then the last one there, let me go back here. Sorry. Awesome, guys. So the last one here is going to be the QR code. And then again, you're going to pull out your phone, scan, and start testing. Okay, so let's get into some of the other items here. Okay, so it added all these different pages for me as well. Again, if you want to keep that particular feature, you can go ahead and start working at it. And if you don't want it, you can go ahead and start removing it. You're going to click on the three dots, and then you're going to go ahead and delete it. Okay. If you want to move the feature, let's say you don't want it in this order. You don't want the home to, the about us to be below the home. You can go ahead and move that down. Okay. However you want to rearrange, you're able to rearrange the pages however you want. Okay. The other thing I want to mention is, remember, we support both mobile apps and websites. So when you're building your app, you're also getting the website version of that particular app. Okay, so that makes it easier for you. So you just have to create one single item, and then you get the Apple version, you get the Android version, and then you get the website version. So everything in one location, which makes it way easier. So you don't have to manage different platforms. People having different, GoDaddy, your website on GoDaddy, and then everything can be in just one central place with AppyPie. You can build your app and website here. Okay, let me show you what that looks like. So you can see here. Okay, so this would be the website version of the app. And the same, you can start editing this from here as well, just like I showed you with the app as well. Okay. The other things we're going to review are going to be on the top left corner here. You're going to go back, and then you're going to have three different sections. Pages is what we were in right now. So this is where you're going to be making most of your edits, content upload, changing features, etc. Okay, next is going to be design. Now, this is for the overall design of the actual app. Okay, at this level, you're going to go ahead and be able to change layout, page elements, and also change your color theme. You're going to be able to also change the app name from here, change app icon, change app background, splash screen can all be done from here as well. Okay, if you want to go ahead and review some of our newest layouts, we have many new layouts here. You guys would just select it, preview it. Okay. as you change it, it's gonna always change here in the simulator window, okay? And then you also have more settings. So every single layout you see here is gonna have its own settings. So I can click on that little gear wheel there, and then I'm gonna get more settings pertaining to that particular layout that I can play around with as well, okay? Um, the other things, color theme, if you're gonna go ahead and let's say you're not happy with the color theme, you want a different color theme, just select the one you want. Or if you want a dark theme, we do support dark themes. That's a new trend now. A lot of people like the dark themes. You're gonna change the toggle to dark, and then you're gonna select what theme you want. Okay, so let's say I want the Go Green here in dark. There you go. Okay. Now, if you don't want to use any of our templates, color themes templates, you want your own unique colors, you're able to do that. You're going to come to the bottom here, okay? And then you're going to start customizing the different color codes here. So let's say you want to match your website. Let's say you have a particular color for your branding, your logo, and website, and you want to match everything. All you're going to do is get the color palette codes for your particular website or branding or logo, copy those codes, and then just paste them in here. And then it's going to be exactly the same as your website or any other content. Okay. So from here, the first one, layout, is going to take care of the front of the app. So any changes you make here, it's going to happen at the main homepage of the app. So let's suppose I want to change, what's something noticeable here? Okay, the icons. Let's say I don't want green icons. I can go ahead and start customizing that. Let's say I want purple icons. I can change it to purple icons or even something more brighter, maybe yellow. Okay. I can start changing background color, border colors. I can change text colors, icon colors and everything else that you see here as well. We also have a little section here, which is called animate. Now this animate, you can't see on this little simulation. You would actually have to test on your phone device. But what it does is it does an animation when the app is open. So when you open the app or your users open the app, they'll be able to see a quick animation of the app loading from the left side, bottom, or any of these other choices that you see here as well. Okay. Next section is going to be the page. Now, this is going to take care of changing the content of the pages. So each one of these pages you see in here, you're going to be able to customize the color, font, heading size, buttons. So if you don't like the button colors, you can go ahead and change those as well. Okay. Which would be like this. Okay. So if you want a blue button color or a gray, you can change everything from here as well. Okay. At the bottom here, we also have more settings. This is related to profile screen settings. That would be for the profile here. So depending if you're going to be using a registration page for your app or not, then you would have a profile section for your users so that they can access, reset password, change, update information about their profile, etc. would be done under the three dots here on the right top corner of the app. And this is where you'll be able to customize that particular section. Okay, so that kind of covers everything as far as the layout, page, color themes, etc. Definitely recommend you to go ahead and play around in here. Look at all the different layouts, try all the different options we have. And then once you're happy with the results, you're done with that. Make sure to always save your work. It's important that you save your work. The other thing too, when you're testing, each time you save, it's going to push out that date, those updates or changes to the app, and then you'll be able to see them immediately on your test app. And then you can go ahead and make your tweaks or changes that you need to. Next, we're going to cover the system page. System pages is going to be where you're going to be managing things like, do I want a login page? Do I want a registration page on my app? Do you want users, as soon as they download the app, they're going to open the app, are they going to get hit with the login page, or are they going to come into your home screen of your app? Again, every use case is different. It just depends on your use case. If you are going to be using a sign-in screen or not, you can enable it from here. Okay, so from here, you're going to have apply global logging. What this does is it's going to go ahead and enable that at the beginning of the app. So as soon as somebody opens the app, they're going to have to either log in or they're going to have to click on sign up now and register to use the app. Okay. Now, if you don't want people to do that, let's say you want to leave it open where they just open the app and then they go into the home screen of the app, then you would turn that off. Let's suppose you do want to add a lock, but not at the at the home screen level. You would add it to the pages here. So let's suppose you want to lock one of these. Let's say the e-reader. You're going to make that a subscription page. You're going to go ahead and lock that. Once you lock that, you'll be able to set up, if you want to do a subscription or if you want to do only by registration, meaning that when people click on that particular page, they're going to get hit with this sign-in wall right here. And then at that point, they will need to register. And then after they register, they'll be able to access that particular section of the app. Okay. And you can do that with all the different pages of your app. So if you have paid content, this would be good for people, who sell digital content maybe, or subscription-based services. You guys can lock different pages, so only people who are subscribed will be able to access, and things like that. Okay. Next, we have login sign up. This is where you would actually create the little form here. So the form right now, it's a generic full name, email, phone, and then password. But you guys can create whatever form you want. We have different field types. So you can create, maybe you need to collect what country they're signing up from. Maybe you need to collect the gender, whatever the use case. We also have an upload file and QR code as well. So if you need somebody to upload an image of them, or maybe a certificate, a license, whatever, type of registration for your building, we have that field type. So you're able to create any type of registration form on here. Okay. You also have options to make things active or not active or mandatory. So let's say you want to make something mandatory. You do need to collect phone numbers, then you would make that mandatory. If you don't need to, then you would uncheck that and so on. Okay. And then you can add more fields. So if you need more fields than what you see on here, you will click on add more, and then you can add more fields. Okay. We also have advanced settings at the bottom here. You can allow users to automatically verify and confirm, or if you don't want people to automatically be verified, let's say you want to verify them. So that means that every time somebody registers, you would come in the system and allow them. Once you allow them, then they will receive an email saying that their account has been approved, and then they can go ahead and log into the app. Okay. Again, it depends on your use case. Some people use this, some people don't use it. Some people just leave it at automatically verify and confirm. Whereas maybe if you're a company, if this is an app for a company or internal use, you would select that don't allow automatically, because you do want to verify who the person is that's registering in the app. Okay. With that, we also have support email and SMS verification, so people can verify their account via email or SMS, which is text message, okay? Or if you want to have a combination of both, that's also possible as well. You also have options to make the passwords restricted, meaning, really hard and difficult, so people can create hard passwords, or no restriction on password, okay? And then you have login and register with the same screen as well. Okay. Next, we have login configuration. This is where you would set up if you want your users to log in via phone number, or if you want them to log in with their email, or if you want them to log in with phone number and email. Okay. We also have advanced options. So we do support Apple logging, which that would include Face ID and Touch ID. And the same for Android too. We do support that as well. We have a Facebook logging, Google logging, that you can set up in the app as well. Okay. Next, you have style and color scheme. So if you want to customize how the login sign up page looks, you're able to change it here. You can change the layout. As you guys can see here, as I'm changing these, this changes also. Okay. So depending on what style you want, you're going to go ahead and select that. You're also able to add a background image. So if you do want a background, I wouldn't suggest a background image here, because then it will be too busy. You want a solid color behind this. Okay. Anytime you have text, you want a solid background behind, because then it makes it difficult for users to read if there's an image behind that particular text. Okay. And then you're able to customize advanced elements. So if you want to change any type of color from this page, you're able to do it from this section as well. And lastly, we have payment method. Payment method would be, like I mentioned, if you're thinking of creating a subscription, or access is only available once they pay, then you would activate one of these payment gateways, depending on what you want to choose. You would go ahead and type it, and then here you would type your subscriptions. If you want to charge $10 a month, if you want to charge $100 a year, or if you want to take a one-time payment, you can set up that. Okay. If you're only going to have monthly, then you just worry about entering the monthly details. You don't need to worry about the other two, or you can use all three of them, however you like. That's totally up to you. Okay. Awesome, guys. So that covers the whole login registration section. Next, we also have language settings. Language settings, anytime you see language settings, this is going to give you permission to edit the words that we're using in the app. So for example, let's take this one here, sign up now, I believe, or sign in. If I didn't want it to say sign up or sign in, I can change that to what I want it to say. And again, so you have total control of the text. So if you don't like something, maybe you don't like the way the word we're using, or you want to use something different, you can go ahead and modify this. Okay. Now, just remember, if you do make a change in here, and then later on you want to go ahead and update it, just remember what you changed, so you can find it easily if you do make any changes. Okay. Um, Next, we have terms and privacy. So if you are going to be adding a registration page, make sure that you do activate this so that you can have a terms and privacy. We have a standard one here. If you have your own terms and privacy conditions, you can just delete these here and then copy, paste yours that you would have on here. Okay. The same with privacy policy, terms of use, and then cookies as well. So we support all of this. Okay. And lastly, we also have a child safety. If you want to kind of lock this, maybe this is intended for, adults only, or if this is for children, maybe it's a children's app, whatever the case might be. We do have child safety features that you can go ahead and automatically enable age verification during sign up. So this would be used in case, you need to verify the person registering is of age, or any type of restriction with age that your app needs. You will need to set these up. Okay. Once you're done with everything, again, remember, you're always going to click on save. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and let me go ahead and I want to show one last thing, which is actually the testing of the app that we just created. And then you guys can see what it looks like on the actual phone device. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick change of screens here. If you guys can give me just a second, so I can pull out my phone here, and then I'll be sharing my phone screen here with you guys. Okay. Let me see, 1 second, guys. Just want to make sure I have the correct account that I'm logging into. And again, if you guys, already knows how to do the testing and everything, again, I think we have a combination of new users, paid users already on the show today. So I'm just giving a quick overview of everything so you are aware and know how to do everything of testing, creating the app, editing the app, and making the changes that you need. Okay. So let me go ahead and move over to my screen here, my phone screen. Let me pull up the app. Perfect. Okay, so let me share my screen. And then you guys can see what the actual app looks like. And again, I was just messing around with it as you saw in the editor. So I really didn't focus on being, on creating something, editing. I was just doing testing a lot. So this is the layout, the last layout that I chose, the color theme that I chose. And then from here, I can go ahead and start editing. Viewing everything that I have done. There's the home screen that I built, okay, with everything else. Okay, as you guys can see there, and all the changes that I did as well. Okay. And then you can test also all the different features that you have added to the app. Here's the form builder. Okay. You can start testing it and see how it works. The e-reader page. And remember how I locked the e-reader page? So this is what it will look like. So when you have a particular page locked, this is what the user will see. They would need to either log in or click on sign up now, and then they would need to register, and then they can access that part of the app. So you can restrict certain sections of the app, or make it available through everything as well. Okay. Just a couple more things here, guys. Okay. So that's pretty much how you would test. Again, you can test on Android, iPhone, or tablet or iPad as well. Okay. Let me go ahead and go back here to our screen. And I'm going to go ahead and now kind of open up the Q&A. So if you guys are familiar with Zoom, there's a toolbar on your Zoom. Click on the Q&A icon, type your question. I'll read it out loud, and I'll try to answer it on today's live show. So go ahead, guys. Ask anything you guys want relevant to today's show, or any question you have about AppyPie. I'll be more than happy to answer it as well. Also, I do want to remind everybody who's joined today, we are having weekly webinars. So if you are interested in learning more about the different process of creating an app using the AI prompt that I just showed you, different things like that. As we go, as the show progresses, we're going to be showing more advanced things. So we're going to start with basic things. As what I showed you today was kind of just a full overview of what can be done. On the next sessions, we're going to be focusing on advanced features, maybe adding, a Google, maybe we can add, a taxi app feature, on-demand delivery, multi-vendor. Multi-vendor will be something similar like eBay. So, we're going to kind of come up with different use cases so that you guys can see what can be built with AppyPie, what can be done with the new AI editor. And then lastly, we'll be publishing. So at this point, let's say I'm a real client, and at this point, I'm happy with what I built. I have uploaded my content. My books are set. Everything is ready. The next step would be to create my developer accounts. I will go ahead and create an Apple, Google developer account. And then once you have those accounts ready, you will connect with our team, our submission team, and then our submission team will take care of the publishing for you. That's all you would need to worry about. The whole process takes with Apple from 7 to 10 days to go live on the App Store. On the Google Store, it takes a little bit longer, anywhere from 14 to 21 days, just because their process of approval is a bit more lengthy and thorough. But again, you'll have a submission team by your side who's going to help you the whole way with the whole process as well. And again, you guys can always reach us at support@appypie.com with any questions, concerns, anything you might want. We also have custom solutions. So if you're looking for something, really specific, maybe something more on the custom end where you want it, built for you to your requirements, we also do offer that as well. Okay. And I do want to thank everybody who joined today. If no questions at this time, I'm going to go ahead and end the show. Oh, sorry. Just got a last minute question here. I'm going to go ahead and read. It's coming from Thomas. He's saying, sorry, I'm late. Any interactive forum elements for drawing together or sharing work? Yeah, Thomas, we actually have a community. Let me just show you here. I think I can show you on here. Let me go back here to my main dashboard. See if I can show you. So when you go to our help section, we have a community right here. So if you click on that, you can join our Facebook, Discord, Slack, Connect, and with any AppyPie user from across the globe. So I think that's where you're referring to. So that's where you would go ahead and connect with groups and other people in the whole community, AppyPie community, to help each other and stuff like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Thomas asked, his question was, I want a forum for users on my app. And yes, we do have forums. You can add a forum as well to the app. Let me see if I can go back here to the edit. And then I can go ahead and show you. Oops, sorry. Okay, let me go back to my dashboard. And then we can go ahead and see all the available features we have. So this is kind of what the front end looks like, guys. You will log into your account, go to Manage App. Once you're on here, you can go ahead and start going to Edit App. or you can go ahead and start managing or navigating anything else you want to check out on the main dashboard there. The main section you're always going to be in is going to be the edit app. This is where you're going to be able to add features or add content or customize anything that you want from here. Okay, so let's check out. So here we have a forum. This would be the one, Thomas, the closest to what I would, what you're looking for. Again, remember these are out of the box features, so they do have to be used as is. But you do have options to customize it as far as font colors, design goes. But the actual feature would have to stay as is. So this is the forum that we have, where people would type or share different topics, things, and then people can comment back and forth with each other. So not sure if that would work for you, but that would be the closest to what I can think of what you're saying as far as a forum for users. Okay. And this is what it looks like. Again, you can click on add questions. Let me show you kind of what the back end looks like. Okay, so here you will start adding your questions for the forum, and then create different categories as well. Whatever categories posted by sort order, you can upload an image, and then enter your questions as here as well. And then you can manage everything else from here. Pending questions, manage categories here. You can delete categories, add a new category, and then you have general settings where you have more settings of properties that you can go ahead and manage as well. Okay. No, the replies will be text only. They cannot reply with images. Perfect. I do want to thank everybody and then wish everybody a good weekend. Connect with us next week, guys. And if you guys do want to register for the next webinars, just come on your home screen here. Let me just show you where you guys can register for the upcoming webinars. Right on your home screen, let me let it load. It's going to be right here. Join our live webinar. So obviously today is only showing today's, but next week it's going to start showing the ones for next week. So if any of you are interested, go ahead and sign up. And we'll be, like I said, we're progressing each time. We're going to be showing more advanced level things. We want to start off with basic things and then move towards advanced things towards the end of the month. Okay. And I do recommend everybody to also check out our other platforms. We have a Pixazo .ai, which is our new AI platform, anything to do with AI tools. We're converting images to text, converting text to video, text to image, things like that. You guys can go ahead and check that out. I'll also host a webinar for that platform, which is within the AppyPie suite. So AppyPie, remember, we have multiple platforms supported within the whole entire AppyPie enterprise of different platforms. So we kind of cater to everything. So if you're looking for automation, app building, AI tools, AI APIs, things like that, we support everything. Okay. Awesome. So I do want to thank everybody who joined. You guys have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. Thank you for joining.